Esteemed colleagues, first of all, I wish to extend my sincere wishes for a fruitful and inspiring General Assembly in Baku, Azerbaijan. As Mehmet Tank, a former Turkish judge and former Vice President of the International Association of Judges First State Commission, I'd like to speak on my own initiative. Since Yarsal, the Turkish Judges Association was shut down in 2016 and its president, Murat Aslan, remains in prison. 4 years ago, today, I was released from the prison. Now I feel a moral duty to bring into this assembly the voices of thousands of Turkish judges and prosecutors, many of whom remain imprisoned or forced into exile for their commitment to judicial independence and rule of law. With this message, I wish to bring their voices into this conference to express our profound gratitude to the IAJ and its Presidency Committee and delegates for standing firmly with their Turkish colleagues and defending them at every possible occasion. I also wish to express my deep gratitude to President Seza for his leadership and his recent address to Croatian judges, in which he reminded us that the normalization of the backsliding and any compromise with tyrants or their supporters cannot be tolerated or ignored. His words echoed a timeless truth that silence in the face of injustice is never neutrality, it is indeed surrender. In my address at the World Justice Forum earlier this year, I reflected on the role of judges as moral communicators in times of darkness. When authoritarianism seeks to silence truth, a judge's duty extends beyond adjudication. It becomes an act of moral expression to defend human dignity, to restore hope, and to bear witness when others cannot. As I said then, our struggle resembles the story told in the Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. In Turkey, nearly 5,000 judges and prosecutors, together with hundreds of thousands of lawyers, teachers, academics, and civil servants, choose to resist the seduction of power. They manifestly refuse to wear the ring. For this, they paid a heavy price, losing their freedom, their professions, their families, and for some, even their lives. Through this sentence, by casting the ring of the power into the fire, they proved that true strength and dignity lie not in dominion, but in integrity and in service to justice. Thousands of our colleagues in Turkey remain imprisoned or exiled for no crime other than their fidelity to these very ideals. Yet, their suffering has become a testament to endurance, but they have never been left alone. The solidarity shown by the IAJ, EAJ, Association of European Administrative Judges, MEDEL, Judges for Judges, has upheld both the dignity of our persecuted colleagues and the moral credibility of the international judiciary. You have proven that the pursuit of justice is not an abstract ideal. Our dearest colleagues, as a wise representative of civilized world, you have, for more than 15 years, and especially through the establishment of the platform for an independent judiciary in Turkey, mentored and inspired us as Tolkien's Gandalf did for Frodo and his companions on their arduous journey. Your wisdom and moral courage have been a constant sources of light and strength for us. I consider our struggles a victory already achieved, a testament forever inscribed in history. One day soon you will remember these words. The IAJ and its member associations have become the moral lever to realign a world shaken by the loud voices intoxicated by the magic of power, bringing it back to its rightful axis of justice. These rule of law crises remind us of the magnitude of our duty and the noble mission entrusted to our profession. Our time demands that we protect this moral force and real power that enable us to stop this global escalation of injustice. Judicial independence cannot be sustained by submitting with the tyrants. We cannot allow authoritarian power to redefine justice or to dictate its own language. We know the integrity of judiciary is the last bastion against the normalization of arbitrariness and the destruction of the hard-won rule-based order. Lastly, I thank all colleagues whose mandates have ended and warmly congratulate the newly elected members. I hope that next year I will see you all in person and together with our esteemed President Murat Arslan. Thank you, my dear colleagues.